Hey there, history enthusiasts! Welcome back to This Moment in History. Today we're stepping into the heart of the 18th century, exploring the tumultuous and revolutionary era that birthed the United States of America. From the Boston Tea Party to the signing of the Declaration of Independence, we're about to unfold the remarkable events that shaped a nation. But before we dive into the revolutionary narrative, if you're passionate about history and love exploring the past, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and give us a thumbs up. Let's travel back in time to the American Revolution. The road to revolution. Our journey begins in the years leading up to the American Revolution, a period marked by growing tensions between the American colonies and British rule. The Proclamation of 1763. In 1763, following the French and Indian War, the British Crown issued the Proclamation of 1763, prohibiting westward expansion beyond the Appalachian Mountains. This ignited frustration among American colonists who sought new opportunities in the frontier. The Sugar Act, 1764, and Stamp Act, 1765. The Sugar Act of 1764 and the Stamp Act of 1765 were implemented by the British government to raise revenue from the colonies. However, these acts faced staunch opposition from colonists who argued against taxation without representation. The Boston Massacre, 1770. Tensions escalated in 1770 with the Boston Massacre, where British soldiers fired on a crowd of colonists, leading to the deaths of several civilians. This tragic event fueled anti-British sentiment and laid the groundwork for future conflicts. The Tea Act, 1773, and the Boston Tea Party. The Tea Act of 1773, designed to save the financially troubled East India Company, led to one of the most iconic events of the American Revolution, the Boston Tea Party. On December 16, 1773, colonists disguised as Mohawk Indians boarded British ships and dumped chests of tea into Boston Harbor as a protest against taxation. The Continental Congress and Declaration of Independence. As tensions flared, representatives from the 13 colonies convened to form the Continental Congress, laying the groundwork for a united front against British rule. The First Continental Congress, 1774. In 1774, the First Continental Congress gathered in Philadelphia to address grievances and formulate a response to British actions. Though seeking reconciliation, tensions continued to escalate. Battles of Lexington and Concord, 1775. The first military engagements of the American Revolution occurred in April 1775 at Lexington and Concord. British troops clashed with colonial militia, marking the beginning of armed conflict. The Second Continental Congress, 1775-1776. The Second Continental Congress convened in 1775 and assumed a more assertive role, appointing George Washington as the commander-in-chief of the Continental Army. The Declaration of Independence, 1776. On July 4, 1776, the Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence, a document penned by Thomas Jefferson. This historic proclamation asserted the colony's right to independence, proclaiming that all men are created equal and endowed with unalienable rights. Military campaigns and key battles. With the Declaration of Independence, the American colonies plunged into a full-scale war for their freedom. Let's explore some pivotal moments on the battlefield. Battle of Bunker Hill, 1775. In June 1775, the Battle of Bunker Hill saw fierce fighting between American and British forces. Although the British claimed victory, the battle bolstered American confidence and showcased their ability to stand against professional armies. Crossing of the Delaware, 1776. On Christmas night 1776, George Washington led a daring and successful crossing of the icy Delaware River, setting the stage for a surprise attack on the Hessian forces in Trenton, New Jersey. Saratoga, 1777, and the alliance with France. The American victory at the Battle of Saratoga in 1777 proved to be a turning point. It not only boosted morale but also secured critical support from France, transforming the conflict into a global war. The winter at Valley Forge, 1777-1778. The harsh winter of 1777-1778 at Valley Forge tested the mettle of the Continental Army. Despite suffering and deprivation, training and discipline under Baron von Steuben prepared the army for future challenges. As the war raged on, a decisive campaign and diplomatic negotiations would eventually bring the American Revolution to a close. Siege of Yorktown, 1781. In 1781, American and French forces led by Washington and Rochambeau laid siege to the British at Yorktown. The successful campaign forced the surrender of British General Cornwallis, effectively ending major military operations. The Treaty of Paris, 1783. The Treaty of Paris, signed in 1783, officially recognized the independence of the United States. The document outlined the boundaries of the new nation and marked the end of hostilities between the United States, Great Britain, and their respective allies. The founding documents and Constitutional Convention. With the Revolutionary War over, the newly independent United States faced the monumental task of defining its governance and structure. The Articles of Confederation, 1781-1789. The Articles of Confederation, adopted in 1781, served as the first Constitution of the United States. However, its weaknesses led to the Constitutional Convention of 1787. The Constitutional Convention, 1787. Delegates convened in Philadelphia to draft a new constitution that would provide a more robust framework for the federal government. The result was the United States Constitution, signed on September 17, 1787. The Bill of Rights, 1791. To address concerns about individual rights, the first 10 amendments, known as the Bill of Rights, were added to the Constitution in 1791. These amendments safeguarded freedoms such as speech, religion, and the right to bear arms. Let freedom ring. And there you have it. A journey through the American Revolution, a struggle for liberty, independence, and the birth of a new nation. If you found this exploration of history intriguing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join us for more fascinating moments right here on This Moment in History. Thanks for watching.